Listen, kid.
Yeah.
You want to make it as a stockbroker?
Yes.
You want to make money? I mean real money.
Yes, yes.
Money where you can be driving something like that. A new E63 S.
Yeah, mine's old.
It is old. And that farm suit isn't doing you any favors either.
Right.
You got to follow my 3 simple rules.
Okay.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Don't buy the stocks. Short the stocks.
Okay, sir, I have a question. This is a bit embarrassing.
Yeah.
What does it actually mean to short a stock?
Got an answer for you.
Yeah.
Nobody understands it.
Oh.
Seen The Big Short?
Yeah?
They didn't even know. That's why you make so much money doing it.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah. Oh, like Wolf of Wall Street, right? Like. Oh.
You're watching Throttle House. I'm Thomas.
And I'm James.
And this is the cheapest AMG E-Class we could find. This owner picked this up for $25,000 Canadian. It's like the price of a base Honda Civic for a V8 E-Class.
Or, if you actually know how to short a stock, because we don't, maybe this is your bag. The new 2021 E63 S. Yes, it might cost $140,000, give or take, but it's a lot of car. Provided today by the lovely people at Mercedes Benz Oakville, this 5th generation facelifted 603 horsepower executive missile is in theory the best all-around car you can buy. And this one has a warranty.
Who needs a warranty when you have an 11-year-old German V8? Probably everyone, but there's no denying the chasm that is that price gap. And even though the early model W212s might have their fair share of failure points, we've chosen to ignore that and put both cars through their paces. Let's do it. If you're new to Throttle House, we do car reviews, track tests, and quite a lot of messing around. So subscribe and hit the bell.
Here's what I've realized. Why would you ever buy a new E63? Because not only is this as comfortable as the car that James is in, it has all of the same features. I have heated and cooled seats. I've got massaging seats. I have active bolstering. Technology might be a little bit far behind, but the only thing it's missing, really, compared to James's car, is turbochargers. And that's not a bad thing. Because this is from the era when the 6.3 on the side meant something, kind of, because this has a 6.2 liter, naturally aspirated, hand-built AMG V8, which, as usual, sounds like cannon fire.
I think Thomas is in denial. That old one does not have everything that this one has. For one thing, this has Mercedes' 4MATIC Plus system. So not only do I get to put all that power down to all 4 wheels incredibly confidently, when I want to, I can decouple the front wheels and have proper AMG fun. And I think we'll try that in a minute. And for 2021, they've now made comfort mode even more comfortable. And that has been one of the issues we've had with this car, is it doesn't really seem to ever settle down. Now, it does. It's still a little bit choppy and a little bit more communicative than something like an RS6, but then the RS6 doesn't liven up the way this car does, because I switch it into sport, I slam my foot, and it roars, AMG style. And because this is also the newest of the newest of the new, we have this new steering wheel for 2021, which is quite funky. It seems like it's been designed by artists rather than engineers. And I say that because it's very pretty, and also it's harder to reach it with your thumb. You kind of have to go up and over it rather than just hitting it flat. And on top of all of those changes, we now have a facelift. They've redesigned the rear taillight so it looks sharper, more modern, the headlights. And perhaps the most important change is that it not only sounds like an AMG when it flies past you, it now looks like one because it's inherited that super aggressive AMG grille.
Okay, I will give him that. That is a very good looking car and it looks stinking quick. But this is more subtle. Like from the outside, it doesn't have that big, ridiculous Panamericana banana grille, right? This is it's just a sedan. It's kind of under the radar. When you see it, you're not really sure that it has one of those engines out front, but it does. Then it goes by you and it sounds like that. Okay, obviously you're all screaming in the comments right now. Yes, maintaining an old AMG it's gonna cost you some money. There's no way around that. But I will say, other than the absolutely hilarious symphony of creaks that this car is doing, it feels very solid. But the question I have is that how much performance are you actually missing 11 years in the past? Let's find out. All right, it's going down. James, what the hell? What the hell is that?
No, see.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? We're doing a drag race.
What is this? What the hell? What have you done?
This is a Mercedes emblem. They don't have
No,
the
not this, James. Obviously. First, this is a different car.
That's the Panamera grille. That's the new.
It's the Panamericana grille, first of all, Avril Lavigne. And it's not, this is
business casual.
It's not business casual. But seriously, what have you done?
You know what? There's designers in Mercedes that work very hard to make this grille, and it's very upsetting that you're insulting it.
Okay, seriously, why is this a different car?
Okay, so the car we had earlier was a 2021. This one's a few months old.
Okay.
Therefore, it's just pre-facelift, so it doesn't have the grille. The 2021s we found are so new in Ontario that none of them had done enough miles to get to that diff service that allowed them to have launch control, which is what I need to decimate you in the drag race. But it is mechanically the same.
Mechanically the same.
So
I'm going to take that off.
Oh, come on, that took me bloody ages.
Okay, you're ridiculous.
I could have sold that for about tens
of dollars. Just get in the car.
Okay. Okay, new E63 S. Now, I have a lot more power than Thomas. I have more torque than Thomas. I have all-wheel drive, thanks to the 4MATIC Plus. He's going to get crushed.
Okay, I don't have any of the things that James said, but I do have launch control, and I'm about 400 pounds lighter than James. And since James has gained some weight in COVID, I now only outweigh him by like 60 pounds. So let's see what happens.
Go! Oh, it's all over the place, but I'm off.
And he's going, oh, you know what? I'm giving up. No, I'm not. I was optimistic.
That all-wheel drive system just doing the work for me.
Ooh, come on. Oh, this thing actually is pretty quick, I will say. It's pretty quick. Hands on the wheel, Thomas. Hands on the wheel. Woo!
Oh, there he is in my wing mirror. It looks good. Wow, that's quite quick, actually. Woo.
Were we surprised?
You know what? I like the way AMG sound going down.
Yeah, you know what we're gonna do though? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna remove your all-wheel drive advantage, okay?
What? That is part of the car? You pay for the car?
No, because we're testing how good the chassis and the engine are.
Okay.
Yeah, so put yourself in your drift mode, your rear-wheel drive mode. We're gonna go all traction control fully off. All right?
Cheating.
Now it's down to the drivers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's the drivers now. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
All right.
Let's do it again.
How good the driver is, yeah, maybe, but like I still got way more power, so hopefully, you know, if I lose, I'm screwed, but if I win, Thomas is an idiot. And I used the metrics on the AMG app, the track page here, and I did that in 11.6 seconds. So that's pretty good for a car of 4,500 pounds. But I don't know what's going to happen if we take the all-wheel drive out of the equation. We will see. I fear no 2010 E63. Okay, drift mode. Let's get to that. Traction control. All the way off. Hit the manual gears. Hold both paddles. confirm paddle up, drift mode active.
Okay, between you and me, I'm gonna cheat flat out. I'm not gonna turn the traction control all the way off because even though this is rear wheel drive, the ESC Sport mode and the launch control in this is amazing. It doesn't do any wheel spin, it just hooks up and it goes, which is like rare in modern cars. But this probably also like a little bit of lack of low down turbocharged torque. It just kind of just smoothly goes off the line. So I'm just gonna straight up cheat right now and see if I can get a bit of a better launch than him. He's fully systems off. Let's see how good he is. Let's see how good he is. Here we go. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, what's up? See ya, James. See ya!
Oh, the traction is gone.
Oh, he's losing traction. Oh my God, he's catching me.
But I'm reeling him in.
Oh my God, he's catching me.
No, he's taking me.
Oh yeah.
I was really putting on you there.
Excuses.
Excuses.
Listen,
No
I have a
traction. How
confession.
did you have so much traction?
I have a confession. I cheated, flat out.
You cheated.
100% cheated. I used launch control. I didn't have the traction control off.
Okay, well that's just, that was cheating. I had no launch control.
It was the
traction.
only chance I had of beating that thing.
I was very close at the end there.
You were catching me
Coming
so.
on real
I
hard.
literally watched you light the tires up offline, and I was saying that
It is drift mode. It's made to lose
it's
traction in
made
this
to do
mode.
that. Yeah, yeah. No, okay. So I said earlier that like this car really doesn't wheel spin. It hooks up. Even launch control.
Very
it,
impressive.
It just goes like the modern AMGs. The what is it? The C63.
Yeah.
Even with launch control, completely lights its rear tires.
Yeah, this is really impressive.
This is a way smoother system than the new cars.
25 grand.
Yeah, I know.
All right, you see what it can do on the track?
I very much do want to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't believe he cheated. What is even the point in this drift mode thing? Oh, okay, that's quite fun actually. Yeah. All right, I get it. Let's see what it does on the track.
All right. This is where this AMG is at home. Doing really dumb stuff around the corners. Ignore the creaking, because we drifting. Oh. Oh my God, the steering in a slide is crazy good. Oh, it just weights up and it's so obvious where the front tires are pointing. Oh man, what? Oh, it's a hammer. It's a hammer. Oh, yes. What a car. Oh, my God. You see James in there in that brand new fancy E63 with all of its technologies, probably just puttering around being the businessman that he's always wanted to be.
Ah! Ah! Ah, that's an AMG! That's an AMG! Wow! It's so easy! Oh my God! This is such a lunatic. God, the M5 and the RS6 want to do what this car can do. And with the long wheelbase, it's just so easy to drift. So predictable. Coming in, on exit, and out. What a lunatic. And then you come around the apex, onto the power. That's what's lost in the ZF on the M5. That dual clutch transmission, it might be a little bit punishing around town, but you hit the track with it and it works. And people track their E63 S's. It's crazy, I know. But the car that Thomas is in, he tracks his And the car that we were in earlier, the 2021, was spec'd so that the guy who bought it could track it, except it got delivered without the racing seats and he refused delivery at the dealership. Good for him. Okay, don't need that. This car's hooligan enough without me looking like Jack Sparrow. It also does sound in a way that its competitors don't. This is going to be a lost art, these V8 AMGs. We've said time and time again that the M5 is as much M as it is 5, and the RS6 is more 6 than it is RS. But with the E63, it's more AMG than it is E. And that's weird. We live in a world where the Mercedes is the craziest one, with the most steering feedback and the most active, energetic chassis that lets you just control it exactly how you want. And Thomas is right, as he found with the wagon that we drove recently, it just breaks away so progressively because of that long wheelbase. So yeah, it can get you in trouble, but it's leading you down the hallway to the principal the entire time.
And what I absolutely love is that it's held on to its AMG heritage. They didn't need to fit it with an all-wheel drive system that could decouple the front axle for rear-wheel drive shenanigans.
But they did it because they're lunatics and I love them for it. Look how much fun Thomas is having in the old one.
Oh, yes! Now, I have driven that AMG that James is in, well, the wagon version anyway, and it's just a tire killer. It feels like a precise tool. When you're in a slide, it's such an instrument. This doesn't feel like that, really, at all. It feels much more brutish. It feels heavier, even though it's not. Oh my God. It's still it does feel like an E-Class. The new one doesn't feel like an E-Class. It feels like a C-Class. This is a bigger, dumber version of the E63, but you know what? I'm not sure that I'm gonna fault it for that. In fact, the only place I'm gonna fault it is the creaking in the interior, because holy crap, shut up! It's funny because this E63 is not that different to the E63 S that James is in. It just kind of feels like everything's happening in slow motion. A massive thank you, again, to Michelin Canada for replacing the tires in these cars, because we just keep wrecking them, we can't stop.
What a day, just to be able to have these two cars out here. You know, when we do our old versus news, we really do try, and within our limits, to do whatever we can with them. And when we can introduce drag races, we'll do them. But when we can do the road, the drag, and take it to the track, I mean, that's just a couple of owners and dealerships being absolute legends. And we're so much to be grateful for. And there's a lot to be thankful to AMG for as well. Because yeah, even though it's bolstering me and looking after me, they still want you to have an absolutely wild time. Wow.
The E63 then, in any form, is still one of the best cars, full stop. Or period, as you guys say in North America, strangely. It does dual personality better than almost anything we've driven. It looks smart, it feels smart, just driving it makes you feel like you know how to short a stock, and because of how multi-talented it is, I think it's my favourite AMG that sports that twin-turbo V8.
And before you worry, yes, James and I both drove each car today, and honestly, it's difficult to beat the new E63 S with any car, let alone the older version of it. That said, I really did enjoy wheeling around the W212. It reminded me that AMG has always been able to bring out the best in Mercedes-Benz vehicles. For once in our old versus new history, I really can't find fault in either vehicle. They're just both so freaking good. Anyway, thanks for watching.